I'm 55 years old, and a lot of people say that black people are just not as patriotic as white people. Well, I tend to disagree with that. I believe that black people are more patriotic than the average white person is. And the reason why I feel that way because we have fought in every war slash conflict in American history, but we have not always had the rights as our white counterpart has have. You go back to the revolution where we fought in the revolution. We wasn't even considered human beings in a sense. You go up to the Civil War, we fought in the Civil War. And we still wasn't considered as a whole human being at that point in time. But we still fought. Then we go to the Spanish American War. We fought in that war. We wasn't considered as a human being or a citizen in this country. We fought in World War One. We went to World War One. We came home. What did we get? Nothing but hate, racism, and bigotry. But then we signed up for World War Two. We came home from World War Two. What did we get? Came home to hate, racist, and bigotry. Then we went to Korea. Came home from Korea. Same thing. Hate, racist, and bigotry. Same thing with Vietnam. Went to fight in Vietnam. Came home to hate, racist, and bigotry. You see, when it comes to patriotic, this proves that black people are more patriotic than anybody in this country. Because no matter how we was treated after every war slash conflict, we still sign up for the next battle. Always. We didn't turn our back on America. America might have turned their backs on us several times, but we never have turned our backs on America. Just let that sink in for y'all. Think about that. So how can anyone say that black people are not as patriotic as white people when we have proven war after conflict after conflict that we love America just like white people do? Because we didn't have the rights as a white person, but we still fought for the love of this country. Even though when we went to war and came home, we came home to hate and we had to fight again amongst Americans in order to get rights that we deserved because we fought for those rights. We fought under that flag. But a lot of people don't get that. They don't understand that concept that black people are just as patriotic as a white person, if not more patriotic, because we went through a lot to be in this country. We went through a lot to even fight for this country. We had to fight on two fronts. We had to fight the enemy abroad and fought the enemy at home. So we was fighting on two fronts. So don't you never ever think that black Americans are not patriotic, because we are the most patriotic group in this country today. Just let that sink in. Let that sink in what black people had to go to just to fight for this country. We have to fight racism inside the military, outside the military. We came home to a group of people who hated us still. Even though we bled for this country, we still had to come home to hatred. And that's sad. So the next time y'all hear somebody say that a black person is not as patriotic as a white person, just tell them to look through history and all the bloodshed that black people shed for this country, inside and outside, just to be considered to be an American. It's crazy. It's really crazy that people think that way, but they really do. But this is Black History Month, and it's something that we should actually reflect on how black people changed America in many different ways, because we did. We did. Black people are the most resilient people in this country. We survive. We're survivors. We're real survivors. Look at the makeup of the military today. Do you understand that black and brown people are the majority of the military on active duty and reserve duty? That's how much black people love America. They are the majority, with black and brown people, Hispanics, Asian, black people are the majority of the military, of the United States military. We are the majority, black and brown people, not white people. That's how patriotic we are. Even though we still see systemic racism in this country, but we still willingly to fight for this country in huge numbers. Just understand, 60% of this armed forces are made up of black and brown people. 60%. So don't you never doubt our patriotism. Never, ever doubt it.